Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another video, and it feels like this is way too late, but happy new year. This is our first video of the new year. I know I look incredibly stupid, but I look incredibly stupid for the simple reason that I'm outside in my office space, which has no heating, and here in the UK at the moment it's about zero. We're going through a cold snap, which some of you that experience more extreme temperatures will laugh at, but yeah, so I need to do everything to keep warm. But we're back with the video today, and I thought it important for all you subscribers who subscribed over the sort of the two and a half years we've had the channel, you know, as a thank you. The content we've been doing recently has really dropped off a little bit, mainly due to the fact that we've not been buying as many shirts. So what I'm going to try and do over the coming weeks, months, is showcase other shirts that already exist within the collection that you won't have seen, and hopefully as we get beyond January and the bank balance comes up, yeah, we can get some more shirts. So today this is about some shirts that we got hold of in December, and to be fair, these were the last shirts we got. I actually haven't taken receipt of any shirts yet in January, although there's one that we're waiting on delivery for tomorrow, and we'll do a video for that when it comes through. And this video is all about match worn shirts. Let me just adjust this because I want you to hear me properly. We've got 5 match worn shirts that we got hold of in December, and I was really excited because 4 of these shirts have got real meaning to me and the channel. But let's have a look at a couple of these. Now the first one, we're going to go straight to this, which is this excellent forest green Rovers shirt. Now, some of you who've been with the channel long enough will know one of our earlier videos right at the start of the channel was indeed a forest green Rovers match worn shirt. It was a league shirt. I think it would have been from the 21-22 season. Now, this is Callum Jones, and this is a current season shirt. And the eagle-eyed people that out there will notice that if you can see it through the polythene wrapper, we got the Carabao Cup badge. Now, Forest Green Rovers didn't have a tremendous run in the Carabao Cup, but they did play Portsmouth. And this is the match worn shirt from that match against Portsmouth. You can see we've got a sleeve sponsor there, and sometimes what you find with a lot of clubs is they carry specific sleeve sponsors for cup competitions. But Forest Green Rovers are not having a great season this year. They're right at the foot of Division 2 at the moment, which is a shame because they'd sort of fought their way up. They'd gone up to League 1, came down last season, and they're not doing so well. And actually they're down here at the weekend playing my local team Gillingham. But I love the kits. I love what the club stands for in terms of its whole sustainability agenda. But the shirts are amazing. This is the second home shirt. We've got the pink away one as well, and I just love the sort of tiger print on there. We got a secondary sponsor, DPD, who are a UK-based delivery service, but really lovely shirt. So really happy to get hold of that. We actually got that one directly through the club, which was brilliant. They were available on the club website. In fact, if you are a match worn collector, I think they might have a couple more of the Carabao Cup shirts still available. Now, next 4. Let's pick these carefully. So we're gonna start with this shirt. Now, my local team is Gillingham, and I haven't got a huge number of Gillingham shirts in the collection. We added a match worn shirt about 2 months ago. I think it was a shirt from the early 2000s, and we've got hold of a few shirts over the months, but we haven't got any match worn shirts. So we picked up 4 match worn shirts from the club, and huge thanks to the club for getting these to us. And the first one is I'm going to check my notes here. This is the 2019-2020 away shirt. Now this would have been a season that fell within that COVID period. You can see here at the time Gillingham were in League 1, and this is Christian Magoma. Now Christian has now left the club, but he didn't make a huge amount of appearances for the Gills, so I suspect this shirt hasn't had a huge amount of match worn time, but nonetheless, it's a lovely shirt to have in the collection. And I actually have the replica of this shirt already in the collection. Gillingham shirts historically have been not the greatest. They went through a period where they all manufactured their own, but they're now with matchworn. Now with matchworn, there is a sizing issue that we continually to face, and I think they faced a lot of problems this season, both in terms of availability but also sizing. But this shirt carries that lovely Minds name set there, and Christian Magoma, you know, not the name that rolls off the tongue and not on everyone's lips, you know, but unless you're a Gills fan, you'll know who he is. But it's really nice to sort of, when you pick these up direct from the club, and get that level of authenticity, which is great. Now we're going to go back a little further to 2016, 2017. Yes, it's red, so that does mean it's an away shirt. And this season they had sort of a slightly more sort of, they had a horizontal pattern on both the blue home and the away. Again, League One, Sky Bet badge in there, slightly different badge in there. And yeah, you can see there GFC Leisure, which this was a period where they were manufacturing their own shirts. And this is actually Jamie O'Hara. Now, Jamie O'Hara, out of all of these shirts, is probably the bigger of the four players shirts we've got today. He came through sort of the ranks, I think at Arsenal. It could have been Spurs, and that's probably not a good mistake to make. But then he did a stint in the Premier League, I think at Portsmouth, at Wolves. So, you know, he's got some good credentials there. But he did a short few year spell at Gillingham. And yeah, this was, again, I think that's prostate cancer. So that would be when they were sponsoring the name sets there. But I love this. And yeah, I mean, a league shirt from 2016-17. I mean, this is nearly eight years old now. So that's brilliant. Now, the last two shirts we've got are from last season. And they're from the FA Cup. Now, Gillingham participated in the first, the second and third round. So the first round was against AFC Fylde, which wasn't a classic. I think it went to a replay. And then they were drawn against non-league Dagenham and Redbridge, which are relatively local to us down here in the south of England. And that went to a replay as well. And here we have the home shirt from that. I think it's the away leg of the Dagenham and Redbridge game. Now, the reason I know that is because Gillingham last season in the FA Cup carried a different sleeve sponsor for each of the fixtures. And also, this particular player actually only had an appearance in the Dagenham Redbridge game. So it's come from the club, but you're able to sort of almost photo match it down there. You can see the FA Cup Emirates badge there, and what I can see here is the kit man's obviously making the most of his kits, and you can see the residue from the League Two badge that he's taken off to replace that with the Emirates badge there. And this is Joseph Gabode. Now, I think he's currently out on loan at the moment. Could well be out on loan in the non-league, but as I say, not a huge amount of appearances. I suspect that's the reason why some of these shirts that we've got hold of are shirts that have been hanging around at the club, because obviously a lot of the time there are player sponsor fulfillments in terms of matchworn shirts competitions. So there's rarely many left around unless players choose to give them away. And I don't think Gillingham players are known for giving their shirts away too often, although I've seen it, I think, twice while I've been at a match. But great, because this, you know, match stamp there, absolutely fabulous. And then winning against Dagenham and Redbridge meant that they went on to play in the third round, which is the big round when the big guns come in, and they got a home draw against Leicester City, who at the time were Premiership. And again, I can see that by, we've got this horrible stake.com black sleeve badge. We've got the FA Cup badge there. Again, I can see residue. And I think I can see residue from a previous Emirates badge because there's some red there. But this is Mikel Mandron. Now, the story goes here that this is the match-worn shirt from the Leicester City game. It is match-worn. Mandron actually came on, I think, for the last 10 minutes of the game. So it carries a match-worn status because he did play rather than a match issued. And actually, I think that was his final game for Gillingham before he left the club. He'd been with the club for a couple of seasons, He left the club and he went up to Scotland to play for Motherwell. I believe he came back down and played for Bradford. He's currently back up in Scotland playing for St Mirren and doing pretty well. But was the main Gillingham forward for a couple of the seasons. I saw him play on numerous occasions. So to get this shirt is absolutely amazing. So a really good December, guys, in terms of match-worn shirts. Let us know what you think. Have you added any match-worn shirts to your collections, or what were your standout shirts for 2023? We're now in 2024, and I'll be doing a short video with the next shirt just to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing this year. But until then, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. And as always, guys, lovely to have you join us, and I hope you enjoyed every single one of these shirts. Talk to you again soon. See you in the next video.